Good afternoon. It is still lunchtime. Yep, 12:18. That's a good enough time. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm back. This is my personal podcast. This is Antoinette Charrier. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank you all for your support. I was trying to turn this air down a little bit. I think I'm freezing myself to death. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I'm Antoinette Charrier. Feel free to follow me on my fan page, which is Antoinette Charrier. You can also see me here on Facebook. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is titled Listen and Learn with Antoinette. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is Scoop36. Thank you once again for everybody who supports me, who has been supporting me. I'm also a panelist off of the podcast. Let's Talk About It Shy. I know you guys haven't seen us in a little while. We haven't disappeared. We're just separated with this COVID-19, trying to get things in order when it comes to how we can, coordinate together and things like that. Keeping our loved ones, our elders, our children safe, things like that. So we haven't disappeared. We're just kind of like, we're kind of floating around here and there, but I'm still around the crew. The crew is still around me. Thank you for supporting Let's Talk About It Shy as well. I really appreciate it. Lord, Chadwick gone, y'all. Lord. Black Panther left us, y'all. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. That man died of cancer at 43 years old. Can y'all believe that? 43. He literally was diagnosed with cancer, 4 years ago? And for a man that was battling cancer, you wouldn't have known. I mean, it didn't show in his appearance until later on. His attitude was definitely top notch. The man was phenomenal, man, with his movies. He was just phenomenal. He was like such an inspiration to so many, black individuals, young, old, didn't matter, middle age. He was amazing person, and we will never forget him. And when Black Panther came on the scene, that just blew him completely up. But this man has been in acting for a long time, and the last 2 years of him having cancer, that's when you started to see the change about 2 years ago. But you know what fucked me up? I was wondering, why was people making so much fun of this man when he lost weight? And instead of some of y'all taking into consideration that he might be sick, y'all took into consideration to make fun of the man. Say he had AIDS, this, that, and the other. Y'all some real judgmental bastards. I will say that. I'm sorry. Not all of you, but the ones that did that shit. That was bogus as hell. And I hope God forgives you later on down the line, because karma is going to visit you and knock on your door for doing that to that man. But he was phenomenal. I mean, I enjoyed Chadwick for the Black Panther and all his other movies. He will truly be, oh my God, he will be so missed. Just a great personality altogether from what I've observed. And, God bless him and keep him and everything else with his soul. And my heart goes out to his family. Well, back to the tea. Now, before I get into this other subject I'm going to get into, I actually want to ask a few questions to y'all. Just when I thought the police was going to sit their asses down some damn where, we get a family that drives their Caucasian son all the way across state line to go shoot up people at a protest rally. I want to know, here's what I want to know. Why was that man able to walk around with a rifle? Why was that young 17-year-old able? I think his parents didn't want his ass no more. I think his parents knew he was crazy. To be honest with you, I think his parents raised him as Klan and used him as a martyr, because there's no fucking way in the world you drove your son, a mother and father drove their son to his demise, and goes and takes his crazy ass somewhere so he can go kill other people. That doesn't make sense to me. I think they knew he was crazy. They didn't want his ass, and therefore they took his ass to be a martyr. But he wasn't a martyr, was he, everyone? He was able to walk around with a rifle in his head and shoot motherfuckers up. Now, one police officer shot him in the leg. Now, one police officer shot him in the arm. Now, one police officer really gave a fuck to tase him. He was able to do all of this shit. But yet, if we defend ourselves, or, we're black and we're defending ourselves, automatically we've got to have weapons used against us. I mean, we're guilty until proven innocent automatically. I really have a problem with that. But yet this young man was able to go out and shoot so many people and then shoot and kill 2 people. And then all of a sudden they go arrest him after he's driven back to state line, back to Illinois. And then they're trying to say that he's going to plead insanity because he was crazy. How is it that Caucasian people can get away with this plea of insanity crap, but then all of a sudden when it comes to us, we can't get no insanity plea? We just automatically fucked up, and we're just automatically motherfuckers that are just out here as fucking damn animals, and we're criminals. We were born that way. It was in our DNA. Why do we have this stereotype? And it's fucked up, and you guys don't understand something. Y'all not making it any better. You not. You want people to think that all lives matter. All lives don't obviously matter. It doesn't matter at all. You know why? Because that little white boy was able to walk around this motherfucker and still hold a rifle. And did you see the look on his face? Like he was in World War III. Did you see that little motherfucker? He was out there pointing the gun at everybody, and nobody tackled this nigga. Nobody did shit. But yet, let it be a black person. That black person would have been 6 feet under. You got a man that got shot in his back 7 times that is sitting there right now, paralyzed from the waist down, will never walk again. Yet you got this young little white boy that walked around and sat up there and was able to murder 2 people at a protest rally. And yet his punk ass is out there now. They're trying to say he pleading insanity. This is not going to end. This bullshit is not going to end at all. This is going to be I don't even know what to say. This is going to be some bullshit that's going to last for years. Why? Because it's too much of it's a big hypocrisy going on when it comes to, how white people should be treated. They should be treated equal because white lives matter just like black lives matter. Well, if that was the case, then why can't the black people that are defending themselves or defending other people live as well? And, innocent until proven guilty. But yet, no, we're guilty until proven innocent. But yet, if we live to be, show up with a lawyer to prove that we're innocent, if we live, then we have to go through the court system. Then we're still guilty. Why? Because of the color of our skin, or they go through our background, and maybe our daddy was a fugitive, and then we go through this whole rigmarole. But yet you got Caucasian kids out here murdering their parents, burning the beds with the parents still in them because they lost their fucking their allowances, and yet they get to plead insanity. They get to plead in fucking sanity, yet you kill us on spot. This shit will never fucking end. Never end in a million years. Let me tell you young people something. I want y'all to take heed. Pay attention to politics. You young people out there, please, anybody that has a teenager, a young adult that needs to see this, please share this. Take heed. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Learn about politics. Learn about voting. It is very important for you young people that are going to take the lead when we are gone to understand this. Because show shit stank. They making sure that you don't get into politics. They making sure that the White House don't see your black ass come through the fucking door when it comes to making decisions. Know that. Excuse me, everybody. So I want you young people to pay attention to what's going on around you. Know that the presidency is compromised. Pay attention to this person we call president that is coming up with this strange ass vaccine he's trying to inject in African Americans first and foremost, that has not been proven by the CDC, but he is trying to push to inject people with that is going to possibly kill them. Pay attention to all of this shit. There's a reason why they're doing population control right now. It's too many black folks being murdered for absolutely no fucking reason. But yet you got white folks out here being risen in the KKK rallies. They are being risen as children. They're raised to be Klan. A long time ago, I know if y'all saw that movie, Higher Learning. Remember that movie, Higher Learning? I know the fuck y'all remember that fucking movie, Higher Learning. What did that white Klans member, the one that was playing the Klans member, say? He said that he didn't want that boy to drop out of college because he needed people like him to be doctors and lawyers and, politicians and all of this shit. That was some real true shit. That wasn't just a character acting. They was telling you something. They was telling you that this is what the fuck is going to end up going on in politics later on down the line. This shit will never end. They are trying to eliminate you. Anybody with any educational background that's black, they're trying to eliminate you. Anybody that has any kind of sense whatsoever, I'm telling you right now, take heed. They're trying to eliminate you, and they're going to do it any means necessary. So it's up to us to protect one another. And if you don't protect one another, we're killing each other one way or another. I keep saying stop the violence. I'm going to continue to say stop the violence. If we're killing each other, we're doing their justice. And it doesn't even matter. They're going to prove us to be, not prove, but they're going to accuse us of being guilty regardless. We are the enemy. The moment we got born, the moment that you men were born, the moment they saw you with a penis, you were the enemy. You were a man, a black man in America that was the enemy. You got to understand something. Without you black men out here, it doesn't leave very much hope for us. And without you black women out here, it doesn't leave very much hope for us. But if we constantly battling each other, these motherfuckers gonna keep killing us. If we keep stepping on each other, they're gonna keep winning. If we don't lift up black businesses and support black businesses, they're gonna keep winning. I'm telling y'all. We need to bring our villages back. I'm telling y'all, because look at what's happening around you. They don't give two shits about your freedom. They damn sure don't give a fuck about your kids. And young people, pay attention to what is going on around you. They want to eliminate you for the future. Don't let them do that to you. And the reason why I bring up the fact that we need black men and we need black women, there was a conversation I was having with somebody not too long ago. Hey there, DJ Rip. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, God, I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing okay. Good to see you, sweetheart. Much love to you. I'm proud of you for what you're doing. The reason why I'm bringing this up, because there was a conversation that was having with somebody about a week ago regarding the black man, regarding the fact that there are a lot of damaged black men in the world. And I sat there and thought about it. I said, you know what? There's a lot of damaged people, period, in the world. But this wasn't about black women being damaged. This was about a black man stating that women were damaging black men. Here's what I want to understand. I'm not saying it can't happen. But with as many people out here in the world that are damaged, how do you men feel it's okay for you to be in the dating world if you're a damaged black man? You don't heal yourself first before you get with a woman, or you don't heal yourself first before you welcome somebody else into your circle. And then when you welcome somebody else into your circle and you're not healed from the past damage, you know you're simply destroying the mentality of the person that's trying to love you. And if you didn't heal yourself, how's that somebody else's fault? When you get into that relationship and it doesn't work out, how is that somebody else's fault? I'm really trying to understand what this means about women damage black men. What does that mean? First of all, black men are supposed to be leaders. Am I correct? That's true. But yet we have a lot of men that have grown up not knowing what it means to be men. We have a lot of young black men that were grown up in the streets but didn't know what it was to be a black man. Okay? That is not the fault of the women that you're with. That is the fault of the parenting, unfortunately, that you were raised. You were raised up under. That was the family's fault that you were raised up under that didn't teach you how to be a man. But everyone gets damaged in relationships. What I keep telling people is that before you walk into the next relationship, have yourself together mentally. Because if you're not together for you, you will be no good to the next fucking person. Why do I keep saying this? Because I keep getting the complaints on both ends. I get the complaints from the men. Women damage men too. Well, take your damaged ass some damn where and get some damn counseling before you end up in the next fucking relationship. Get your damaged ass some damn where and heal yourself, heal your mind, heal your heart before you bring the next woman that's trying to love you into your circle. Because the only thing you're going to do is you're going to take your damage and pour it in onto that new person that didn't deserve it. Stop blaming every fucking body else. That's the same with women. We are damaged as well to a certain degree. A lot of women have been damaged. But take your damaged ass some damn where and sit the fuck down. Get your head right first. Heal yourself first. Heal yourself mentally and spiritually first before you welcome the next man into your circle. Because if you don't do that, you're going to damage that man that's trying to fucking love you. And then turn around trying to blame him with your simple ass. No. People, get your shit together mentally before you walk into these relationships. There's no reason, there's no way in hell you're going to come up as a damaged person, get into a relationship, and then blame the new person for you being fucked up and damaged. Huh? How the fuck does that work? I'm just asking. Another thing. A lot of men, I had this conversation with somebody, I'm not going to speak his name. And I'm going to kind of twist it a little bit because if I give too much information, then some people will know who I'm talking about. There was a gentleman that was actually concerned about where he was going to be in life. The fact that COVID-19 is happening, he was without a job, he didn't have a car, he lived with his mom and his 3 sisters and their kids, but he wanted a wife. He wanted a wife. Mind you, I just told you this man has absolutely nothing. That doesn't mean he's a bad person. Got a good heart, good spirit, great energy, loves the Lord first and foremost. And when I tell y'all, that is a rare commodity out here. A man that literally, genuinely loves God and can actually tell you what it means to love God. That is very fucking rare. If you meet a motherfucker like that, hear the nigga out first before you drop him off when he say he ain't got shit, okay? Before you kick him to the curb, hear him out first. Just hear him out. I ain't telling you to take him on. I'm just saying hear him out. So this gentleman here, he said he wanted a wife. I said, that's great. That's wonderful. My question was, what do you have to offer a wife? Ooh, what did I ask that question for? I got love. I got love. There's actually motherfuckers out here that just said that shit. I got love. I said, that's great. I love God, and I'm going to treat my queen like a queen because I love the Lord, and I love the Lord, and I'm going to love her like Lord love the church. I say, okay, but my nigga, besides love, what else do you got? You do know there's such thing called bills. Lord, there's bills. Help me pay them. You do know there's such thing called, Lord, help me travel around. Bless me with a vehicle so that I can travel around. Heavenly Father, thank you, Jesus. You know there's a such thing called that, right? You know there's a such thing called fucking, I'm sorry. I know. Y'all gonna fuck with me on this. I don't care. Ain't no romance without finance. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I used to be that dumb motherfucker back in the day that sat there and be like, all I need is love. I used to be that dumb bitch back in the day. All I want them to do is spend time with me. I used to be that dumb bitch back in the day. I just need a man to hold me. Yeah. Well, guess what the fuck I got when I asked for that? You know, you be careful what you ask God for, because he will bless you with exactly that. I got a nigga that didn't want to do shit but lay his punk ass up on the couch and play video games all damn day long. And while I helped him raise his fucking kids. Oh yeah. While I worked the job and I kept the money going and I kept us comfortable and I had the car. Yeah. See, I had to get this out because, you know, that love shit is beautiful. And there's a lot of good dudes out here. It is. A lot of good dudes out here. But there's also a lot of damaged dudes out here that really don't understand that this world is no longer back in the 1920s. This world is built off of more than just love. We not out here in the fucking cornfields no damn more. We not out here, you know what I'm saying? We not under masses motherfucking damn watchful eye any fucking more where all we can do is show love. There's a lot more involved in this, and it seems like a lot of men don't understand that. So this gentleman, he thought that love was going to be there. I said, okay, so what's this? If you meet a woman that's got her shit together, and she wants you to have your shit together, how are you going to make you feel when she expresses that to you? He said, well, I don't think that she should judge me for that. She's supposed to help me build. I'm supposed to be the lead in the relationship. I said, but bruh, no offense, but right now your mama is the lead in the relationship right now because your mama is the lead of her house because you're living with your mama. So how can you be the lead of any damn woman if you can't even lead your damn self? How can a woman build you if you don't have anything to build for yourself? This is a very valid question, ladies and gentlemen, because too many people get sucked into this love bullshit or get sucked into a situation where they end up taking care of a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about them. This is 2020. All the gentlemen that are watching this and that individual that I am talking about, or the other, there's 2 individuals I'm talking about. They're actually watching this live, okay? And I'm sorry, you notice I've not mentioned your fucking name. But here's the deal. You cannot be a man in a household when you're not even a man for yourself. Let's get that straight here in Furmoist. You don't have a vehicle, which means that woman that you welcome in that you got nothing but love for is going to be your Uber driver And she gonna be the rental car person that you go get the car from while she risking her fucking vehicle out there and you driving it and shit with no fucking insurance and probably no license. But you got love to offer her. And if your ass get into an accident, that bitch gotta pay for the shit. You gotta think about some shit. Think about what you say before you say it. Think about your wants and needs and ask yourself, what do you have to offer besides dick and love? Dick only goes so far, gentlemen. I'm just gonna let you know that now. Dick only goes so far. You can't raise a family and have a meaningful relationship with just penis. I'm just here to tell you. I'm just saying. So I asked the man again, I said, so you know you don't have all this, but you want this woman, this queen. You want your queen. Yo, seems like you gonna put a whole lot on your queen in the beginning. Don't you think you want to get yourself together before you start searching for a queen? He said, nope. He wants a wife. He got love, and she's supposed to help build him. I hated to tell him, and I think he's a little upset with me, and that's okay. I pray for you, pray for me, God working on both of us. But I said, nigga, in 2020, good luck with that one, sweetheart. Because the only bitches that's gonna do that for you are bum bitches. The bitches that ain't got nothing to do but live with their mama or live on, the bitches that don't want to do shit on housing, don't want to do shit on government assistance. I'm not saying nothing against government assistance. I collected government assistance. So don't do that. I'm not saying that against it. But I'm saying, if you don't have anything to build, the only people you're going to attract are bitches that don't care about being built up and don't care about building you up. These are the bitches that only give a fuck about getting a wet ass and having a roof over their head and just basically living out life that way and just living off a hope and a dream. That's the bitches that you're going to attract. If you want a woman that actually has some mentality, some strength in her, you want a woman that knows how to build her king, you got to be a king that knows how to build his queen. There's no way around that. So I'm sorry that he got upset. But real is real. How the fuck can you make any demands, nigga, and you in your mama basement? How the fuck can you got the nerve to tell somebody to tell you where they at? And nigga, you got curfew. Shut up. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't fuck. You gonna say anything to anybody. I'm just saying. And so the first thing he gonna get up there and say, I see you up here. Hey, I ain't put your name out there. I guess he got a little upset with me and he said, fuck it. It's about money. It's about money. No, sweetie, it's not about just money. But if you want to build with somebody, you have to be able to start somewhere. You have to be able to have yourself together in some shape, form, or fashion for you to start a building block. That woman may have herself together. I'm sorry, sweetie. Truth be told, 2020, build-a-men are no longer in. The build-a-men phase, women left that shit alone a long time ago. I'm just here to tell you. There are a lot of beautiful women out here with great spirits, great hearts. There are a lot of beautiful people out here that want a wonderful king, a man to treat them with all the respect and the love in the world, but they also want that man that can support them, that they can lean on, that they can also say, if anything happens to me, that man got my motherfucking back. If I were to lose my job, bam, my man got my fucking back. If you can't even come halfway with that, I think you better get yourself together a little bit better before you start searching for this wonderful, beautiful, queen that you want to help build you up. Because you damn sure going to have to build her up. Unless you want a bum bitch, knock yourself out. There's bum bitches everywhere. You can find them, just go outside. Look around the corner. There's a bum bitch on every fucking corner. If that's where you want to stay in your life, that's where you stay. Because those are the only bitches that's going to look at your ass and say, all I need is love. Those are the hoes you need to be weary of. Because those are the hoes ain't going to do shit. 20 years from now, they're going to be in the same fucking spot. So you got to understand something. Be who the fuck you trying to look for out here. You want someone to help you build, be worth building with. I'm just saying. There's a lot of great men out here. This pandemic has fucked a lot of people up. But boo-boo kitty. Kings. If you are a king, you know for a fact, before I could get my queen, I need to have some type of foundation that we can build from. Am I lying, ladies? Am I lying? And he made a comment to me. And I got nothing but love for you, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got nothing but love for you. He made a comment to me. Well, since it's all about money, let me go out here and get my shit together, make some money so I can damage some women. I said, why would you even say something like that? See, that defines your character. That anger, that animosity because you're not getting your way, because the reality that I'm telling you is sitting still and it's marinating and you don't like what I just said because it's real and you don't want to face it. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And lashing out on people is not helping you, sir. You're going to stay right where you're at. You're going to stay exactly where the fuck you're at. I'm just saying. I got nothing but love for you, pimp. But if you want that fucking queen in your life, get the damage out of your soul. Get the damage out of your heart. Get your foundation built. You know how they have a foundation? A house is a foundation. You got the ground. That's where you start, right? When you build a house, the ground is where you start, right? And then you get the wood, and then you start building, you know, to be able to hold up more wood, and you keep building. You have to have a foundation somewhere. If you have nothing to build on top of, you're wasting your time. That woman is wasting her time. Ladies, if you are a queen, you know what it means to build your man. Why? Because that king, that real king, is already helping and building you. You are his helpmate. Don't ever let no dude on this fucking earth make you think that you are more than what you are. That you're not saying more. Don't let a dude on this earth try to turn you to a fucking slave. Okay, I was trying to say the shit the nice way, but there is no nice way to say that. Never let a dude, you're a helpmate. You're not a slave. You're not a bitch that should work 2 and 3 jobs just to take care of an entire family and this nigga sitting up there playing video games. You are not a fucking slave. Don't you ever let no man on this fucking earth make you think otherwise. You are a helpmate. He is supposed to be your king. He is supposed to help build you and you help build him. Don't you ever in your life take on a family that is not helping you. Do not take on a man that cannot help you. It is the doomsday situation. It will end in misery. Not saying that everybody is like that. I know some dudes out here that was in that situation, right? And they probably, you know, they met up with the lady that she was real cool. Maybe they rented out a apartment or something, or she was looking for a roommate, and these were go-getting ass dudes. How? Because they fell off for just a moment, but she noticed that he was building himself. He was constantly out there looking for work. He was constantly out there on the hustle, and whenever he got anything in, he made sure he kicked her down. That was the attraction, his motivation, his what am I trying to say, y'all? What am I trying to say? It's not just motivation. What am I trying to say? It was the fact that the man had this determination in him. She could see him wanting more and building himself and getting out there and you know what I'm saying? And doing it for himself. That attracted her to him. And when she seen that, you know what she did? She helped him build a little more. She said, you know what? I see you struggling and trying, but you trying. I see the power in you that you want to build and build and build. So you know what I got for you? I'm going to be that down ass bitch. I'm going to help you build. I'm going to help you build because I see you building within yourself. I see you building for yourself. And that's the nigga I like. You know why? Because that's a man that's not going to put himself down and make excuses for him being down. That's a man that's going to get on his shit, that's going to stay on his shit and not blame every fucking body else in the world for why he ain't on his shit. Did I hit a nerve? Ambition. Danielle, I love you. Ambition. Thank you, baby. Yes, cousin, his drive. Yes, yes, yes. That drive, that ambition. When a woman sees you hustling and busting your ass to try, that woman is going to be inspired. And with her inspiration, she is going to look at you and she gonna start holding on to that ladder that you climbing up on your own. She gonna start holding on. She gonna make sure that ladder stays steady for you because she sees you climbing, but you can't do it by yourself. But she sees you trying, that ambition, that drive. So she gonna hold the fuck on like this wheel, holding on to that motherfucking steering wheel. So this car stays steady, baby, because you got this, baby. You got your fucking foot on the fucking gas, nigga. I got the steering wheel, goddammit. We gonna make this shit work. We gonna ride this fucking ride together. That's unity. That's what the fuck unity is. Stop blaming everybody for your damage. Stop blaming everybody for what has happened to you in the fucking past. Stop blaming every fucking body. It does nothing. It does nothing but keep you at a standstill in your fucking life. It keeps you right where the fuck you are, in mommy's basement or in her attic. Probably killing all the roaches in the house. That's why they don't have any anymore. Is that the way you want to live your fucking life? Stop blaming everybody. Dust your fucking self off. Get out here and learn to be a fucking man. All this women damage men too. Fuck that. If that's all you got to say every time you turn around and see some damn body, you a weak ass fucking dude. I'm sorry. I really can't relate to weak dudes. I can't. There's been dudes that have been shot. Man, I'm telling you, I keep telling y'all, I use this example every fucking time because it's real. I got a son that got shot in the fucking throat. No gang banger, no drug dealer. Just sitting in and laying in his room at his dad's house. That was in college. This young cat got shot in the throat. Went through rehabilitation. Got back on his feet. He struggled, but the ambition was there and he kept moving forward. And he kept pushing himself and pushing himself. That nigga graduated off 4 years of fucking college or a bachelor's in science to this motherfucking day. Don't play with me. I can't relate to weak dudes. I can't, because I gave birth and raised kings and a queen. Hard workers, people with ambition, with the motivation, they motivate themselves. Motivate your fucking self to get out of your situation. If you can't motivate yourself to get out your own situation, to get out your own way, don't expect somebody else to do that shit for you, selfish son of a bitch. Because for you to expect somebody else to bail you out of your bullshit, that is some weak, selfish, ungrateful ass shit to do to some fucking body, you ignorant bastard. I'm just saying. And I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through to look at the comments because I seen you guys going, and I don't want to ignore anybody. Lewis, you know what? You ain't shit. This boy said, basement come-ups. Yeah! It's a gang of them. It's a gang of basement come-up dudes. Hey, Jatim. Just the man I was looking for. Jatim. I'm glad you're on here because I actually wanted to invite you in on some things. First, before you jump in, as I was saying, I can't relate to weak dudes. I can't relate to weak men that don't have ambition or drive to build themselves up. But it's a lot of dudes out here claiming damage that women have done to them, but yet they have not built themselves up or healed themselves to get another relationship. But they out here looking for wives, and these motherfuckers are the same niggas that's living in basements, attics, all this other shit. They want a wife, but they have nothing to give to that wife. They have nothing mental to give to that woman positive in any kind of way. How the fuck? But then here we are blaming the world. We're blaming everybody else. What's the point? That's what I want to get at. What's the point? Women damage men too. What's your fucking point? What's the point? What's your point? Now what? Okay, you got that off your chest. Now what? Do you still stay in that mentality? Or do you learn to dust yourself off and build your fucking self up and keep it moving? Or do you just walk around blaming the world for you being fucked up? Just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just saying. So what I'm going to do is see if he's available. I actually want an opinion of a man. I want somebody to tell me, what does this mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, girl.
Hey boo, how are you?
What's up?
Hey,
man, what's up?
Please
What a
introduce you
topic,
to
yo.
Jatim. He is also a panelist off of Let's Talk About It Shy. Very well-rounded,
Yeah.
down-to-earth brother. former athlete, still working with the youth, still out here in sports, helping the youth with sports. You know, very positive brother. And I'm glad you on here, Jatim. Jatim,
Yeah.
what was the point? Like that post I saw that LeVar put up.
Nah, I think I mean you make some valid points with what you're saying, but I'm gonna tell you what it started with. Before I tell you what it started with, I'm gonna give you an example before I go into the point I'm gonna make.
All right.
If you selling a product at a store and you don't buy it, what happens to that store? If that store only has that one product and nobody buys it, what happens to that store?
It closes down.
It closes down. So a lot of these dudes, even though they're a product that you don't want to buy, it's a lot of women buying that product. So these dudes are still in business. So a lot of it ain't really their fault. It ain't their fault because they believe that the way they doing and what they doing is work. But if these dudes that are broken and these dudes that need to get themselves together on coddled, on, you know what I mean, catered to, and the attention of women that are looking for X, Y, and Z aren't giving it to them, then they'll go out of business. And then they would reevaluate and they would reflect and they would figure out, okay, because I'm not working right now. Let me shut down. Let me do some renovations. Let me put some new registers and some new cameras in the store. Let me get a nice little rug on the floor. You know what I mean? Let me hire some things about myself that's welcoming, so when the customers come in, they can like what they see and they can enjoy the air conditioner and then be a better person than I could be. But when you're not running out of business and when people are buying what you're selling, then yeah, they will say, man, well, women are the reason why they break things too. Because it's for every female that's saying, oh man, well, what are you doing? Why don't you get back up? It's a female saying, well, you know what? It's gonna be all right. You know why? Because that female got some insecurities about her. She like, man, I'd rather have something than nothing.
That's what I mean by the bum female. That is what I meant by the bum.
Because he's just trying to hit anyway.
Exactly.
He don't care about no powerful stuff like that. And then you know what? But even before he become a man, it started with when they boys. A lot of these women be raising these boys. These boys can't get jumped on by their cousins no more, or get yelled at by their principal or coach. Yep. So when they grow up, they get to be them type of dudes.
Right, and
then when they grow up, now they post on Facebook. Nah, they shouldn't have been posted on Facebook. They should have been allowed to be disciplined when they was younger before they even got to Facebook.
I agree.
So a lot of that falls on the responsibility of the women and their expectations.
I agree. But this is what I was saying. If you want, there's men that are saying they want a queen. They want a woman to help them build. So what they do is they look for these women that are already built up, that have already got their shit together. They got their car, they got their house or their apartment or their condo or whatever. They got their own money. Mm-hmm. They really don't, necessarily need a man, but they want a man. They want a king. They want somebody to help build them even more, or they could build something with. They have a foundation. You got dudes out here that ain't got even a found, yet let alone the nation. And then they still want this this quote unquote queen to help build them. And I'm like, why do y'all feel it's okay to do that? And then the minute we tell you no, or the minute we say, no, you need to have this X, Y, and Z, all of a sudden we're ungrateful, we're judgmental, we have way too many standards, it's not fair. They call themselves good brothers, good guys finish last, and they do the guilt trip shit. What's the point of all of that? All you're going to do is sit in the same spot, doing the same shit. Why would I want to take my hard-earned money and my hard-earned building of myself and spend it on a nigga that don't give a fuck about himself and ain't doing shit but giving me a wet ass? Why? But then all of a sudden, we're wrong for feeling this way. Why do men do that?
A lot of times that's what they be wrong. You know what Uch always say? Once she go, oh man, you got her. She don't care. You can use a car, bring it back on E, drink her kids Capri Suns, lay in the bed while she go to work. But hey, you know what I mean? He ain't got to do nothing. You know what I mean? He could take your car, use it whenever he wants to. What? Man, what he gonna change for?
That Uber.
So again, that's not That's not his fault.
A lot of the
But
women, those are bum women. Those are bum women.
If you don't do that, then now they gotta, like I said, they're gonna have to reevaluate themselves and close down shop because nobody buying what you selling.
Right. But then the women that are built, it's our fault all of a sudden that they're not where they're supposed to be because we're not helping them get there. Are you fucking crazy? I wish the fuck I would. I really wish the fuck I would. Nigga, you better get there your motherfucking self. Shit, I'm gonna die by myself, bitch. You gonna die by yourself. You better get it together. Fuck you mean? Let me use your
you
car.
gotta move around.
Let me use your car.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you gotta move around, man. But guess what? It's 100 females out there that, hey babe, let me use that car. License all wrong, license been suspended, and she be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like,
and they driving
and that's real.
And they get into an accident, and she got to pay for
that independent,
shit.
And she that independent woman that could do it. But she got him.
You right.
She got a man.
And you know what? It's women like that make it harder for the women that, you know, are not bums, that are, you know, true queens, that do know how to help build a man. It makes it very hard. But how is it that the women, the bum bitches, they end up getting the good man? They damage the good men, and now we're left with the damaged goods. But all of a sudden, it's our fault. That's why I said when I saw LeVar's comment up there, and I thought about the conversation I was having with this one gentleman and this other gentleman, I'm like, what's the point of all of that? If you don't want to be a damaged person, if you want somebody that's of quality to be by your side, be somebody that's worth building with. Be of quality for yourself first. Heal yourself mentally. Why do men get out here in relationships when they're not mentally ready or even physically ready? Why? They don't want not all of them want the bum bitch now, Jatim. Not all of them want the bum. They want a chick that literally will help them basically. It's dudes out here looking for businesses, okay? It's this one particular dude that's looking to open up his gym and shit, right? But he ain't got no money to open up a gym. So how you expect a female to come into your life and you don't have any foundation for your goals and your dreams that you're trying to accomplish? But then you meet this woman that's got this money, or she's well to do with or whatever, and you expect for her to put her hard-earned money into a guessing game with your ass, and the minute she says no, all of a sudden she's acting like she's better than everybody. All of a sudden she's got too high of standards. The good guys finish last. Why should we take a risk on a motherfucker? On a bum ass dude, okay, I'll just say it. And one of the dudes is watching right now. I'm sorry, man, ain't nothing but love for you, bro.
Well, it's just like saying it's reverse that. It's just like saying if like you already let everybody know. Yeah, I was a professional athlete from the west side of Chicago. Went to Northwestern, All American in basketball my whole life. Retired from the game about 6 years ago. 6 years ago, Team USA, pro, everything, right? And we had this conversation,
right?
Why is it that I work hard in my life to become a high standard man? I make a living, I earn a lot, and then I get a woman, or I even marry a woman, and then we divorce, and then she get to take half of my hard-earned money, and she ain't had shit to start with. Why is that fair? That's not fair. And it's the same shit that you saying right now. If he want to start the gym and he ain't got no credit, he ain't got no money, he ain't got no collateral, he ain't got nothing to start the gym, but he get with you and you got the money to start the gym, and you got the money and the credit to co-sign to start the business, and your relationship don't work out. Not only do he get to keep the gym, but he get to keep the other half of your stuff if y'all jump into a relationship. And that's not fair. And it's not fair the other way around. These dudes making $100 million and met somebody that worked at a boutique, and then the relationship don't work out. She get $50 million for what? What did you do that was worth $50 million?
Can I answer?
You wasn't cooking. You wasn't driving. You got kids. What? Okay. You in home. You got a daycare. You got whatever. You taking trips. You ain't doing $50 million worth of work. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing.
Well, you got a lot of women out here that feel as though like this, and they get into these marriages with these athletes or people that are, rich like that. They got that kind of money.
You know him?
They feel like, hey, I didn't put up with the stress. I done put up with possible cheating. I done put up with cheating. I done gave birth to all your kids. I done did the cooking, the cleaning. I done put up with all the drama and behind your career. Hey, She feels she's worth $50 million if the marriage doesn't
She
work
ain't
out.
worth that. Even with all that, she ain't worth 50 million.
I disagree.
Because
I
if you
honestly, I
add
don't
up,
think she
if
should
you
get
add
50.
up,
I think she should get 25 million. I don't think she should get 50 because women do go through a lot of stress with men. And you got to understand something. People with that kind
but
of
men
thing.
go through that stress too. In a relationship, it's two people, it's not one.
Exactly.
Because then you masturbate. And if you masturbate, you can't get pregnant.
No,
so
you cannot.
If she going through stress, what is he going through? Because she can't be going through stress. If y'all in a relationship, it's no way possible that if me and you in a relationship and you stressed out and you mad, that I'm coming in like, man, we on our way to Waikiki Islands in Hawaii.
Both people are going to be stressed
too.
out. Both that had a phone call. Both people are going to be stressed in a relationship. But here's the deal about that. Under the covenant of God, yes, I said God. No, I don't know who you believe here, but I said under the covenant of God, the man is supposed to be the provider, the woman is supposed to be the helpmate. Okay? That woman is supposed to be that person that makes that house a home. It's got to be worth something. That man, he's really supposed to, go to work, take care of the family. But nowadays, you got women that's working the job too and still taking care of the family and still doing the cooking, the cleaning, and fucking you like it's the 1920s. You know what I'm saying? And going through the stress and dealing with, your affairs outside of the marriage and this, that, and the other, because a lot of the motherfuckers do it. But yet those women stay in those marriages. If the marriage don't work out, nigga, and you want to move on, give me my 20 million. Give it to me. I'm worth it. Fuck that. Hell yeah. I want something out this damage. Fuck that shit. Oh, no. I want something out this damage.
Agree.
It's going to be stuck in my heart. It's going to be stuck in my mind. And now I got to heal myself, go to counseling, all this bullshit before I welcome another nigga because I don't want to be traumatized and take it out on the next dude. Hell, you can give me $20 million.
She should get something.
$20 million in my account. Thank you.
She should get something.
I honestly disagree with you, and that's why.
Out of 100, she don't deserve 50. She don't deserve 50, and then they're going 50 plus. I think the only woman that could say, I won't have, is a mama. She the only woman that if a mama came and said, baby, I need half of everything you got, even though a mama wouldn't do that. Because it goes back to another topic we talk about, the difference between love and the difference between in love.
Say it again, Tim. I'm sorry, my radio did something stupid.
It did? Okay. Nah, I said the only woman that got a legit argument for won't have is a mother. And she won't do that because she actually loves her son, so she won't want to take half. And that's the difference between love and love, because the mama, she was paying for them basketball camps. She was taking you, getting them gym shoes. She was paying your way through school. She was making sure you had money in college. She was making sure you had lights on in the house and that you was in the stuff. So a mom thing that y'all bumped into each other, y'all like each other, because quite frankly, the same type of woman that you bump into when you a person of that caliber, you don't bump into 20, 30, 40 other females that are attracted to you too. You know what I mean? But once you get to know somebody, now that's the kind of the X factor that separates you from a woman from other women. Because now we've got to spend time. Now I've gotten to know you and do all that. But if the relationship don't work out, and you was working, you was getting 40, 50,000 a year, and our relationship don't work out 7 years later, you don't deserve 50 million only being worth when I met you 40, 50,000. Okay. And even if you say, okay, well, what about inflation in my relationship? If you got a $50,000 job and you get, just say you get a raise, at best you might be at 80, just say 90,000. That's still not 50 million.
But why would the mama
and you still
that's supposed to take care of your son? You're supposed to be a mother to your kids. You're supposed to take care of them. Why would mama be worth more than the wife if the wife, you're supposed to leave the covenant of your mother and cleave to your wife? It's in the word. You not, so once you get
Yeah, it
married,
is.
mama ain't got nothing to do with it. You can take care of mama while you married. You can still get mama the big house. But to say that the only woman that's worth taking half my money is your mama, no, she's not, because you cleaved to your wife and left your home life to the other side. Your wife is now your family. Your children and your wife is now your family and your responsibility to take care of. And she has a
So if we get
responsibility.
divorced and you get 50 million, would you take care of my mama with half your money?
Yeah, you know what? I get along with everybody, mama. I sure would. I would help your mama out.
All right, well, hey, well then I'll say if you gonna take half, if you gonna take half of my 50 million, you make sure you take care of my mama too. If
We
you
both
gonna do that, that's
we
good.
both gonna take care of your
But
mama, because I'm gonna need somebody to talk
yeah,
to about your ass.
you know what I mean? But my mama hey, my mama could have took a day off the pill or left me in a napkin or something like that, and then I wouldn't have existed. So
This is true.
that's the point I'm trying to make.
That's
You know what I
true,
mean?
but
So
that's true.
the wife and the husband that you've been blessed with, you better be thankful that God touched that mama and said, "Girl, go ahead and have that baby." Because
Thank
she
you,
could have went
mama.
down.
Thank you,
Yeah,
mama. I send
but
her
that's what I'm
a
saying.
good
But
card. I
even
make
with
sure
all
she
that
have
said,
birthday presents every year. But mama can't get half my
man,
damn money. Fuck that. No, I need to have
you
my
know
money because I'm a man.
exactly. So like that's what I'm saying. Because all you if you just said her pussy and her sex is worth 50 million, he should have just kept paying her 40, and that's still not worth 50 million. He could have been paying her 40 for every time he got horny because he could get it
But they
for
still
real.
pay her for it. So obviously pussy is worth a little bit
You
more
know
than
what I mean?
40.
You because if that's the case, you don't even need no wife.
Do you
If you
realize
just
that
want
every
sex,
time a man takes a woman out, he's paying for it? Do you realize that there's no such
exactly.
thing as free coochie? I mean, seriously,
Yeah,
there's no such thing.
yeah, but like. But I think the thing in a relationship is you think it like I always talk about relationships as being a part of a team. There's no I in
Right.
team. Everybody plays their role.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And so like even if you as the woman is the superstar, like
Mm-hmm.
you as the woman is the superstar in the relationship,
Right.
and just say you are the person like you make like actually like you'll make the most money, but I'm working, I'm doing my best, but I'm not you. You know what I
Right.
mean? I will be considered like the wide open shooter. So when life double team you and you kick it out to me, it's my job to make that wide open shot because I'm playing my role, which is the reason we win the championship. Like when Michael Jordan kicked it out to Paxson and Steve Kerr, they made that wide open shot. Now Steve Kerr and Paxson not Michael Jordan, but if Mike don't kick that ball out when he got double teamed and they don't make that shot, the Bulls don't win them championships. So
Right.
we're not talking about Michael Jordan in the greatness of light that we talk about him in. And it's the same thing in relations. And I think people get so caught up in, oh, well, I'm making the most. I don't need you. I can do whatever. I can find a dude. Well, you know how many dudes want me? No, that's
I hate
not
those
how
kind of
teams work.
attitudes.
And
I
that's
hate those
why
kind
a
of attitudes.
lot of people that's why a lot of people lose in their relationships and in their marriages because of that mentality. They don't
Yep.
understand a team.
Yep.
That's why, like, I know me, I'm like my daughter and them, I'm putting them in sports because I want them to understand how to work with people. How when you work with people, when you got teammates, you're gonna argue, you're gonna go through hard times, you're gonna go through times where you can't stand each other. But your ultimate goal is to win a championship. In a relationship, your ultimate goal is to grow and be happy and to figure things out so you can get whatever your championship is in your relationship. But when things get hard and you fold and you quit or you walk away and you don't try, that's the problem I have, and that's why a lot of good people can't fix relationships because instead of being teammates, they more competitors, and you can't love your competitors.
That's
You can
another
respect
thing.
them,
I'm glad
but
you
you can't
said
love them.
that. I'm glad you said that because competing in a relationship is one of the worst relationships you could ever fucking have. It's never supposed to be a competition, but a lot of people in relationships do. And you always see what happens in competing ass fucking relationships. They end up cheating on each other and eventually the marriage
On
ends.
life.
The marriage fucking ends. If you stop competing with each other in a marriage, in a relationship, you can find out how each other builds together. You become one unit when you stop competing with each other. But there's so many relationships. This is what I mean by a place. A man has a place in a relationship. A woman has a place in a relationship. Where it's all fucked up at is that now the women are made to do just as much as a man. So the mentality of some women are like, what the fuck do I need you for? I'm doing every fucking thing. It's not supposed to be like that, but society has it like that. You got men out here that want a woman to make 6 figures before he even takes her on a date. You can't be with a man looks at me as though, what am I trying to say? My place as a helpmate is not appreciated or honored or understood. So why would I want to be a man that doesn't appreciate me? I could do bad by myself. Why do I want to be in a relationship where I'm doing everything you're fucking doing and I'm doing my part too? And the only thing you're doing is your part as a man, which is going home, coming home, going to work, come home, kick your feet up, eat, play video games after work, and that's it. But yet I'm working a 9 to fucking 5, fucking you like the 1920s back in the day, sucking your dick until it's motherfucking damn empty as fuck. I'm out here busting my ass and washing all the clothes, feeding the kids, cooking gourmet meals, cleaning the kitchen, all of the shit. What do I need you for? If people would understand their point and their part in a relationship and allow that person to maintain that part and that part alone in their relationship, it would no longer be a competition. Too many people want too much, and too many people want to take too much. It's like you want me to be every woman and every man, but you want me to stay in a woman's place. No, not to you. Fuck y'all. I don't like them type of mentality dudes. I don't. And then you got women out here that, you know, don't want a man to take care of her, but she don't want to get up and cook. She don't want to clean. She don't know how to boil a hot dog. She don't want to take care of the kids. But all she want to do is watch soap operas and scratch her ass. Bitch, fuck you. You're not worth taking care of. You ain't worth even $10 million.
Man, look, you don't even get a retweet from me.
Relationships. This is where we are.
Yep, that's messed up. I know, because one thing I know, if you sucking my dick good and I'm getting head, I'm telling you before you walk out the door, baby, can I have a to-do list so I can have these done before you get home? On the real. And when you walk in the house, I got a Black Panther mask on, butt naked, with a belt on and a beep on the side.
Bitch coming out, I'm telling you. You know what? I'm done with you for the day.
All right. Well, hey, great
But you
show.
know what? I appreciate you, Jatil.
I'm going to talk to you.
Jatil, one thing I want to say about you. I appreciate you. I've always said, you know, I love your insight on relationships and any topic, basically. I love the fact that you got that intelligence about you. I love your side of the story because your side of the story makes sense. So, you know, it's good to be, you know, around a group of people that actually have some fucking common sense, like my team from Let's Talk About It Shy. So I appreciate you being on here. Much love to you, Jatil. I thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Man, live and learn with Antoinette, baby. You already know.
All right, baby. Well, I'll holler at you soon. Thank you so much for joining in. And I will see you on the flip side.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, baby. Bye-bye. Well, y'all, that was fun. And obviously my phone can't stop ringing. I got to learn. You know what? I got this new, you know, the Note 20. And it's a dope-ass phone. Dope-ass phone. But I'm still learning little quirks about it and stuff like that. So, you know, doing that. But, hey, that was my time. I want to thank you guys for tuning in very much. I thank you guys for supporting me. Again, I'm Antoinette Charrier. I also have my YouTube channel, Listen and Learn with Antoinette. There are going to be some new developments. In a moment, you won't have to worry about seeing me in my car all the time. I actually got a whole little setup going on right now where I will have my own little studio, and I'm so happy and so proud about that. I'm excited. I am truly, truly excited. But thank you so much. Please, 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 please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Listen and Learn with Antoinette. Please like my fan page, Antoinette Charrier. Follow me on Instagram, which is Scoop36. Please continue to support Let's Talk About It Shy. I thank you all. I love you all. Thank you for the support you've always given me. When you don't see me on, believe you me, I'm cooking some shit up to be able to jump right back in the game. And also, there's going to be some time changes. Probably the next week, I'm going to start getting on the same days, Mondays and Fridays, but it probably will not be until 6 o'clock. So I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you in tune, but thank you again. I'll see you guys Monday. God bless you. Much love. Peace out. And keep it cracking. Enjoy your weekend, because I'm finna get drunk as hell this weekend. Hey, peace out, y'all. Love you. Bye.